Welcome to today's recap. We're diving into a 1997 Japanese psychological thriller by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, titled Cure, a haunting story that delves deep into the mind, exploring the thin line between sanity and madness. Without further ado, let's get into it, but don't worry, no spoilers or climax details. We open with Detective Kenichi Takabe, a relentless investigator with a troubled home life. He's trying to balance the care of his mentally ill wife, Fumi, while being pulled into a series of grisly, seemingly random murders happening across Tokyo. Each victim is killed in a disturbingly similar manner, throats slashed open with an X carved across their chest. The odd part? None of the killers remember why they did it. Takabe's frustration grows as the case starts to look like a series of motiveless murders with no clear connection between them. Things take a strange turn when Takabe and his psychologist partner Sakuma discover a man named Kunio Mamiya. He's a wandering amnesiac who seems to be linked to the murders. Mamiya is eerily calm, indifferent to his surroundings, and unable or unwilling to answer questions. When he's brought in for interrogation, something even more unsettling happens. Mamiya doesn't just avoid answering questions, he flips the conversation, asking simple but disturbing questions of his own. Who are you? What do you remember? His questions seem innocent at first, but leave people in a state of unease. And soon, it becomes clear, he's able to influence others in ways that go beyond manipulation. Without any direct commands, Mamiya's influence begins to spread, and more murders follow. The killers are ordinary people, teachers, doctors, all law-abiding citizens, who commit horrific crimes after brief encounters with Mamiya. But how does he do it? And what's his endgame? As the investigation deepens, Takabe grows increasingly obsessed with Mamiya. He starts questioning not only Mamiya's motives, but his own sanity. The line between detective and criminal, between control and chaos, becomes blurry. Takabe's already fragile personal life begins to unravel, pushing him to the edge. All the while, Takabe's wife, Fumi, continues to deteriorate. Her mental illness weighs heavily on him, and his inability to protect or save her from her own mind mirrors the hopelessness he feels in solving the case. The story masterfully intertwines Takabe's personal struggles with the psychological tension of the investigation. But who is Mamiya, really? Where did he come from, and what fuels his ability to manipulate people into murder? Takabe and Sakuma begin to uncover clues about Mamiya's past, an enigmatic figure with a strange obsession with mesmerism, an ancient form of hypnotism. Is Mamiya using some kind of psychological trigger to drive people to kill? Or is it something even more sinister? As Takabe digs deeper into Mamiya's background, the psychological tension ramps up. Is Takabe being drawn into Mamiya's influence, just like the others? The investigation becomes a psychological cat-and-mouse game, leaving both the audience and the characters questioning what is real and what is imagined. By the midpoint, we're left with more questions than answers. Every lead Takabe follows seems to lead him deeper into his own mind. And just when he feels close to understanding Mamiya's methods, something happens that throws everything into question, making us wonder, who is in control? And can Mamiya be stopped? Takabe's obsession isolates him from everyone around him, and the audience is pulled into a world of paranoia, uncertainty, and dread. With each passing moment, we watch as the detective is pushed further, questioning if he, too, might succumb to the same mysterious forces driving others to commit unspeakable acts. Without giving anything away, this film masterfully builds a tense, slow-burning atmosphere that will leave you questioning the nature of evil, control, and identity. What happens next is a descent into darkness that you won't see coming. And as Takabe gets closer to the truth, the lines between hunter and prey blur in unexpected ways. Kurosawa's Cure isn't just a crime thriller. It's a deep, psychological exploration that will stay with you long after the credits roll. With its slow, creeping tension and philosophical undertones, it asks the audience, how much of our identity is really under our control? If you haven't seen this gem of psychological horror, it's time to dive in. But prepare yourself. It's a ride like no other. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on your thoughts about this twisted thriller. Until next time,